México, saludos. Pues aquí estamos en una entrevista con Michael LePond, parte de Symphony X. Hi Michael, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you so much.
Fine, fine. Well, let's start this interview. For someone who doesn't know Symphony X, how can you describe the band?
Well, that's a great question. Symphony X is a tough band to describe. We cross into many different genres of heavy metal. So I would probably say if you took Pantera, Kansas, and Yngwie Malmsteen and cooked them all together, you would get Symphony X.
All right, that's pretty interesting. Like you said, have a mix, a lot of bands. So the band it's coming to Mexico. How can you feel about it?
Well, we've been playing Mexico probably for the last, boy, at least at least 20 years we've been playing in Mexico, and every time we come to Mexico, the fans are always great to us. There's so much energy at the shows, and we're treated with such respect, and we're really excited to play Mexico this time. We have, I think, 3 dates there, so it should be really exciting.
Yeah, what's the main difference between the Latin American audience against the European audience, for example?
The Latin American audience has more passion. Now, I love the European audience. They're very passionate and they love their heavy metal. But the Latin American audience, I mean, they go crazy at the shows and they give us such energy on the stage, and then we give it right back to them.
Yeah, that's right. And like you said, the last year, you guys came to South America, Chile, all that countries. What was your experience there?
In South America, the last
Yes,
time,
yes, that's right.
yeah, it was, it was a great experience. And I believe we missed Mexico City last time. Um, but the experience in South America was fantastic. We always do really, really well in Brazil and Chile and places like that. So this tour is going to be our biggest South American tour in our career. So we're going to be there a long time, 3 weeks, a lot of flying. It's going to be, we're going to be exhausted, but it's worth every second of it.
Yeah, totally. And talking about the band, you are celebrating 30 years of Symphony X. What do you think in retrospective since the early days uh, or just today? What do you think about?
It feels like it was yesterday when I first joined the band. I can still remember it, so vividly. Um, I think as far as the sound of the band, we started out a little more on the neoclassical side. And then as time went on, we got more on the power metal side. And as far as performing, I think now we sound better than we ever have. When I first joined the band and we would play live, we played great, but we were playing so fast and we were young and hungry. But now we're older. We know just what the crowd needs. We know just what the show needs. And I'm really proud. I'm really proud to be in such an amazing band uh, that so many people love.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. And one of the most interesting topic is the consistency of the lineup. I mean, you are the, if we can say it some way, the newest guy, and you have 31 years. So, what what do you think is the secret for the consistency in the band?
The secret is every guy in the band, um, you have to not have an ego. You know, you have to realize that you're with a bunch of other guys and no one is more important than anyone else. We're a family and we're always going to be a family. Um, you know, sometimes we'll have arguments just like any other family, but we always realize that Symphony X is something very special. And no one in the band is so great that they can walk away and become bigger than Symphony X. And also, we all really love each other. And as the more the band is together, our love just grows and grows, and our respect for each other grows and grows. So, um, you know, that's the key. You have to be humble and respect the people in your family, and you'll have the same lineup for 30 years.
Yeah, that's a cool secret. So, talking about again with the band, many of the bands of progressive metal put Symphony X as one of your highest influence in their music. So, what do you think is the legacy of Symphony X in the metal music in general?
Yeah, it's always amazing when I hear bands uh, give our name as one of their main influences. It's an incredible feeling that, you know, we just sit in a studio and write some songs. We don't really think about the effect we're having on the world. Um, so I think, let's see, what is the legacy of Symphony X? I think we'll be known as a band who had the most integrity out of any band in heavy metal. We always consistently put out solid records, good albums, consistently every time. Um, and that's something we take pride in. Um, so I think that's a good legacy to leave, that we were a consistent band and a quality band that never sold out.
All right. That's nice. And talking about the future, the new projects, what can you tell us about the new music? I mean, we know we are writing, so what can you tell us? Do you have any day you are starting to write together? We're starting to produce something. What can you tell us about it?
Well, we've been writing music for years now, new music. Um, we just haven't had enough time to put it together yet, but we're getting closer and closer. Um, I can tell you that I have heard all the new music and I think it's amazing sounding. And once we do put out our next record, and we're working really hard on it, uh, once we put out our next record, I really believe that our fans will think it was worth the wait.
Well, and we can wait to hear the music. I hope don't take too long, but I mean the progressive bands have some bands have is known for take his time. And taking about progressive band, what do you think about the new metal currently? We have bands like Poppy, Solid Token, which are mixing elements from metal music with I know pop music or other kinds of music, and progressive metal is known for mixing music as well. So, what do you think about all these new bands?
Yeah, fans of mine and friends of mine, they're always sending me videos of new bands, and I love listening to the bands, and I'm happy that Heavy metal just keeps going on and on and on. It will never die. And I think it's great. Combine anything you want, whatever works, just do it. Just write a good song, you know? I don't care what you combine, what you have to do. Um, Write a good song that you feel good about and that you think people will love, and that's all it takes to make me happy.
Yeah. Uh, well, just two more questions, Michael. First of all, what can we expect of the Symphony X shows here in Mexico?
Well, there are some songs that my South American friends have been asking us to play for years and years. And for some reason, we never got to play some of these songs. But I will say that on this tour, we're planning to play some songs that people have not heard in many years. And I think uh, the major Symphony X fans, the people who love us, I think they are going to be very, very happy.
Well, I'm pretty sure. And the last question, a little more personal, Michael. What means music in your life?
Well, music, music, I've been in love with music since I was just a little teenager. And my whole life, music has been involved in my whole life. I'm 59 years old now, and I can't believe that I'm still in Symphony X at this age. And I still love music. I still love concerts, and music will always be a big part of my life. Music and dogs.
Yeah, that's a pretty good combination. Well, that's all for my part, Michael. I only want to ask a thank you for your time, and we can't wait to see you here in Mexico playing.
We'll see you. Thank you so much.